Anybody in this room ever hired the employee from hell? How many people in this room have ever hired the employee from hell? Okay, I got a couple of you that hired the employee from hell. You raised your hand real quickly on that one. Let me tell you what, I will put my employee from hell against your employee from hell, okay? And if your employee from hell is worse than mine, I will give you not only one book, I will give you a copy of every one of my books. You ready? I used to own 9 Hertz car rental franchises. I owned more Hertz car rental franchises in the entire country than anybody else. In one day, my employee from hell totaled 11 cars. Do I win or do you win?
Well, mine cost $1,000.
How much?
$1,000.
$1,000? I win. But the key is, let me identify my employee from hell. I want to save all of you because I can identify him in one word. Now, if I hurt anybody's feelings, if I insult anybody in this room, I really feel bad about it, but I'm sorry. Let me define this employee in one word. His name was Ernie. I will never hire another Ernie again in my entire life. Let me guarantee you, if the application blank says Ernie, it's going in the wastebasket. I will never hire an Ernie. I won't even hire an Ernestine. This happened, God, 13 years ago now. And it was probably about 6 months after this. I'm telling my Ernie story. And I mean, at that point in time, it was really an emotional story. I mean, 11 cars is not good. That's why I'm no longer in the business. I'm not going to tell you how right now. But.
How did he get the second car? That's all.
It was a chain reaction he was responsible for that took out 11. Thank God nobody was hurt badly. But the key is, so, you know, you talk about the Ernie story, so I'm telling it, and this woman breaks out laughing. And I said, what are you laughing about? She says, you're absolutely right about Ernie. I said, how do you know? She says, I was married to one. They aren't any good. But strangely enough, we talk about the Ernie story, and I can make an Ernie decision in like less than 10 seconds, in 2 seconds. How long does it take you to decide whether you like somebody or not? The University of Chicago did a study and says we determine whether we like somebody or not in 14 seconds or less. And what happens if you decide you don't like them? In 14 seconds, I decide I don't like you for some reason. What do? Well, not only do I not hire him, I look for reasons not to hire him. I ask him tough questions. I ask her tough questions. Now, what happens if I like him? For some reason, I like you. I like the way you dress. I like the way you walk. You went to the same high school I did. You came from the same city I did. Well, boy, you came from Houston. You got to be good. There's only 6 million people there, right? But they came from, you know, whatever it is, we find something in common and then we do something. If you do nothing else because you're here, remember the fact when you find somebody you like, look for reasons not to hire them. If you find somebody you don't like, let's look for reasons to hire them.